Hey cuties, it's your journaling partner Rianna DeHart. I wasn't talking to you, Siri. Oh my gosh, Siri always wants to interrupt at the worst time, but then never works when I actually want to use Siri. I should stop saying the name. I don't want it to pop up again. Anyways, I hope you're having a good day. I don't even know what I said. Siri, you're throwing me off. Okay, didn't activate it. Anyways, we're back. We're here. We're present. I am feeling a lot more present right now and a lot more myself right now. I started the day off kind of bad. I was upset with myself that I didn't get up as early as I wanted to and that I was just on my phone. I finally got to a point where I could get myself up and I could go to the gym and start my day. I think it's just a good reminder that not every day is going to be perfect. You're going to have some bad days. You're going to have some great days. You're going to have some in-between days. And I think today is just an in-between day for me. And that's something I have been trying to focus on more and be more open to the fact that that is okay. That it is okay to just exist. I am someone who gets really focused on fixing problems. I always have to have an answer or a solution. I feel like I'm either too consumed with all the negative thoughts or too consumed with the positive thoughts. So my therapist challenged me a couple weeks ago to focus on just existing, just being. And I was like, girl, who do you think I am? What? No, but seriously, it's been so relieving. The way that I have just allowed myself to focus on myself and do all the things that I want to do, hang out with the people that I want to hang out with, and call the people I want to call. Like, I am moving through life how I was, but I have eliminated the feeling to prove myself to people. Now, trust me, that does not just go away overnight. I have only really been focusing on this for 2 weeks, and so it's still a learning process for me. I still get caught up in my head sometimes. I'm not perfect. I can't just flip a switch and be 100% better and have 100% completely strong mind. No, it takes time. It takes effort to get to where you want to be. And when I was talking about this with my therapist, it was a really calming reminder that it's okay to live life with a mixture of negative and positive feelings. That mixture creates balance in life. And I think it's really important to have that balance in life. Something else that I've been working on that has to do with just existing and has to do with balance too is sitting in uncertainty. I'm mostly type A, I would say. I love to be organized. I have an itinerary for almost everything. I have a plan for almost everything. I want to talk through things like all the time to make sure I am ready to go for any type of scenario. That includes having a 5-year plan, right? That's why when I became an adult, and by adult I mean I was done with school and am now fully in the real world, it hit me like a truck, because a 5-year plan that you can completely stick to, that's not happening. Life continuously is changing. You are making decisions that are creating different paths for you on this crazy journey of life. And with sitting in uncertainty and stepping out of my comfort zone this last year, and right now I feel like this year 2026 has been the most uncertain year of my life, and I am accepting it and I am embracing it. So stepping out of my comfort zone has been the best choice for me. About a year ago, I decided to take a huge step out of my comfort zone and take improv. Improv was one of the only types of acting that scared me, because I'm used to memorizing lines, having a plan. What do you mean I'm supposed to come up with something on the spot or go with the flow? Like, that's just not me. It terrified me. And plus, I'm doing this a few months after I've moved to a brand new city where I barely know anybody, and I'm entering this class by myself. Like, absolutely terrifying. But I tried it out, and I absolutely love improv. It's taught me to trust my gut. It's taught me to think quick on my feet. And I think that's so important to learn just in life. And now that I'm in this year of uncertainty and this new chapter of my life, that step I took a year ago was so beneficial for where I am right now. I am still getting comfortable with stepping out of my comfort zone, but I'm really proud of myself because I think my mind is getting stronger. I think these things that have come up for me, where I am so scared of uncertainty, or I am so focused on proving myself to other people instead of just existing, that now, because I have done something that is absolutely terrifying to me and it turned out amazing and I turned out okay, nothing bad happened, I am now stronger to continue doing things like that. I think that's why I feel so comfortable talking about this topic so soon after I've started focusing on this topic myself in my life, because although I'm not a pro, I feel a lot more comfortable and I understand it really well already. I think it's something really important for everyone to learn, no matter what phase of life you're in. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Just existing. I have been living by myself and have been in adulthood for the last year and a half now, and I'm finally starting to feel comfortable. I mean, there are so many obstacles I have not run into yet, but where I'm at right now, I'm starting to get a grasp on this part of life. I didn't even realize how much progress I made until I talked to one of my best friends, Kaylee. Also, Kaylee might be listening to this, so if you are, hi Kay. Last week, I told her that I'm excited to experience this year of uncertainty and explore all of my options career-wise instead of feeling pressure to prove myself to anyone, and that I've been enjoying focusing on existing. And she was genuinely so proud of me and was saying that it's really amazing to come to this realization so early in life. And I really appreciated that, because that's the moment where I felt gratitude for myself and for my own personal growth. So I really appreciate getting to talk to someone and having that realization, because when you're in it, it's really hard to see the progress that you have made yourself. And something came up for me today about proving myself to people and about routine. So I am in a new chapter of my life. I've talked about this in my last episode, but basically I'm living a freelance lifestyle right now. I broke away from the 9-to-5 lifestyle, and so this is really weird and different for me. I'm not used to creating my schedule based on what I want to do and based on the many projects that I'm doing and running. So, I don't have to get up super early because I don't have to be at a job at 9 a.m. right now. And I woke up and I was so mad at myself because I didn't wake up early enough. I didn't get started on my day early enough. But right now, I have the ability to adjust my schedule, and maybe right now, I'm not going to wake up super early every single day because I have commitments and projects during the day that are going to happen in the evening. So I'm not going to be able to go to sleep in time for my body to feel healthy and feel ready to get up at, say, 7 in the morning. Instead, I have the opportunity to adjust that to what is best for me. The reason I think I was so hard on myself today is because in my brain, it still feels like the only option for me and my routine is to wake up early, be super productive throughout my day, and then try and get to sleep, at a good, reasonable time in the evening. While that is still something I want to strive for, that's not the only answer. That routine doesn't work for everybody. That's something I grew up thinking is the correct routine. It's just how I grew up. And it's also what I feel like I got from society. So I realized today that I was trying to prove to my family and my friends, people who are supporting me, that, hey, just because I'm not working a 9 to 5, just because I'm on my little freelance journey right now, doesn't mean I'm being lazy. Like, look at me, I can still get up super early. But no one asked me to do that. That was all me. I am assuming that I'm gonna look lazy if I get up at 10 a.m. instead of 8 a.m. I'm assuming that I'm gonna look like a failure because I am only working from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. instead of, 9 to 5. But we don't all have to have the same routine. We aren't all living the same exact life. We are living our own life. And I've learned that almost everyone in their 20s feels like they're running out of time, or they're not doing enough, or they're too late in life, when in reality, we just started. We're trying out different routines, different jobs, careers, different lifestyles. We are so new to adulthood, to real life responsibilities, to fully supporting ourselves. We finally get to try these careers and jobs that we've been working towards in school or that we've been dreaming of since we were kids. And it's okay if you try it and you realize it's not what you want in life anymore. It's also okay if the career is a perfect fit or if it leads you to finding something that is better fit for you. It's a fantastic stepping stone in our life. And we get to customize that however the hell we want. For me, I have the opportunity to chase my dreams of acting and working in that industry. There is a lot of uncertainty in this career. And I recognize that I'm at a point in my life where I can take the risk. I can take those chances and I can make the mistakes if they turn out being mistakes. But I can take a chance and see what happens right now. Once I stopped trying to prove myself, things fell into place a lot easier. I've started to feel like there is enough time. More opportunities are opening up for me because I'm allowing myself to experience more than one career path. A big reason I moved to Atlanta was to prove to others that I could make it as a successful actor. I wasn't fully doing it for myself. There was a portion of me that wanted to prove to others that, hey, I made this statement. I'm going to follow through with it. Nothing's going to change. I have to do this. And while I do still want to see what's in store for me acting-wise, I have allowed myself to experience jobs that I now am really enjoying, like producing and working behind the scenes on crew. And doing that doesn't make me a failure. It shows me that I'm well-rounded, that I'm adventurous and that I still have more to explore in life. Do not let one dead end keep you from the rest of your journey. You don't have to prove yourself to someone else. You get to live for yourself. This is something I have to remind myself every single day. I know when I do that, it's going to get easier for me over time. I'm really proud that I have started at age 23 so that I can feel more confident and secure in myself as I grow up. So I thought I would share a little activity for how to just exist, how to get yourself there. I kind of look at this as a way to reset your mind. Again, I've only been mindfully working on this for a couple weeks, so I'm no pro, but this process has helped me so much already, and it's helped me regain balance so that I can move forward in my week with good intentions. This is a 3-part, I guess you can call it, activity or practice. I'll say practice. This is a 3-part practice, and I think if you want, pick and choose from this what feels right for you. You could just do one of the 3 parts. You could split them up, throughout your day or throughout your week. I also think it's beneficial to do all 3 parts in a row if you have enough time to dedicate to this. This is what has helped me to find balance in my life and what takes me out of that super negative headspace. I'll walk you completely through it. So either if you don't have time to do it right now, come back to this later and listen to it again. But it was really helpful because my therapist walked me through this first part, and it was really beautiful and helped me feel excited for the part 2 and part 3 of this process. So part 1 is finding balance in your mind. First, you're going to want to sit comfortably in calm silence. Now, if there are noises outside, that's nothing you can control. You hear the noise of your fridge, it's going to be there. But for me, it was more helpful to not have any distractions while I was doing this. That could be different for someone else. But I chose to find a comfortable place to sit, and I was just accepting the silence as I was thinking through this and talking through this with my therapist. So now that you've found a comfortable spot to sit, you're going to close your eyes and identify where you're feeling strong emotions right now. If you're feeling stressed, are you feeling that in your chest? If you're feeling anger, are you feeling that in your shoulders? Maybe you are feeling tired, so you're feeling how heavy your eyes are right now. Once you've identified that, now picture someone who you love and who loves you. Think about how they support you when you're feeling these heavy emotions. What would they say? Would they give you a hug? Would they make you laugh? Would they remind you why you're amazing? Imagine that person standing in front of you. Now, what are you imagining as their love and their warmth fills your mind? Does that bring you to a specific place, to a specific moment? Are you sitting on a beach, in a bookstore, at your grandparents' house, walking in a meadow filled with flowers, sitting on a porch swing, watching the rain fall? What is a safe place for you, and who is that safe person? Now that that is in your mind, take a few deep breaths. Take that in, take that love and that warmth, and put it where you're feeling that tension. Let those heavy emotions start to balance out with that love and that joy and that reminder that you are amazing. You are doing a great job. And it's okay to be where you are right now. Once you're ready, you can open your eyes and take a deep breath again. And that is the part where I started to feel really balanced. Like, okay, it's not like my negative feelings just disappeared into thin air. They're still there. But I now have this great reminder that there's a lot of great things in my life too. A lot of love. And I'm feeling okay that there's a mixture of that right now. Now that you've centered your mind, it's going to be time for part 2. This is when you make sure you have a playlist with your favorite songs, or just choose one of your 10,000 playlists that you have. I have like 20, so I love switching up what type of music I'm listening to based on how I'm feeling that day. So choose what feels right for you, music-wise, and then find a place to take a walk. Maybe that has to be on a treadmill right now, because if it's really cold where you are or bad weather, you gotta be inside. Or maybe it's a beautiful day and you have a trail that's like 5-10 minutes away from your house. Fantastic. Choose a place to walk, and then on this walk, start listening to your favorite songs. And then once you start to feel comfortable on that walk and just with yourself, then pause the music to take in the sounds of nature while you're walking. Pay attention to the birds you hear, the wind that blows through the trees. See what other noises you experience, and just have that time to yourself. You have just rebalanced your mind. You are aware of the good and bad, and you now get to walk it off. And I feel like walks are just such a great time to come up with the best ideas ever, or think through issues that you've been avoiding, or to have realizations of what you want to prioritize throughout this week. It's such a great place to focus. After doing that, it's going to be time for part 3, which is reflecting and answering questions, either just in your mind or write it on paper, journal it. These are the questions that I think would be important to ask yourself right after you have recentered yourself. The first one is, how are you doing today? This is a great way for you to recognize that maybe you started off having a bad day, and now you're to a place where you're feeling much better. The next question is, how have your feelings shifted throughout the day? Seeing how that happened and what helped you get to the place you're in now is going to be so helpful for you in the future, because when you have your next bad day where it feels like nothing is going to fix it, you can come back to this moment, come back to this page in your journal and realize, oh my God, yeah, I was feeling bad then too, and this is what helped me. And this is the process of how my feelings shifted throughout the day. Okay, period. Let's do that again. The third question is, what fear is currently holding me back? For me, right now, I didn't even think I was still feeling this way, but I have a fear that if I don't prove myself to everyone, then I'm going to be a failure. And so when I recognized that and recognized when that fear was popping up for me throughout the day, it has helped me identify it and move away from it. The fourth question is, how can I step outside of my comfort zone this month? Like I talked about earlier in this episode, stepping outside of your comfort zone is so amazing. It's so helpful. And every time that you do it, it's going to become even more comfortable for you in the future. Now, this doesn't have to be a super big thing, but I feel like challenging yourself like this at least once a month can be really helpful for self-growth. So for me, last year, it was taking an improv class. That was a big one, honestly, for me, because that was an 8-week commitment. So that did feel really big. I'd say a smaller one for me, honestly, was taking a walk by myself. So this could fit in perfectly if y'all feel the same with this practice that I've been talking about, because it was really uncomfortable for me to walk outside and also feel okay to run and walk. Like, I just started running again. I've never run. I've never been a runner. Okay, let's get that straight. But I'm trying. I'm trying to put that into my life. But yeah, so when I'll use that example. Heck yeah. So a couple weeks ago, I decided, let's go on a walk/run because the weather's starting to get nice again. I want to be outside. Let's do it. And I was walking, and at this point, I finally have gotten comfortable with going on walks by myself. But now here's the next hurdle of, okay, if I run, are people gonna judge me? Oh my gosh, I'm going to be so out of breath. My face is going to get red. I'm going to run for 30 seconds and then stop. I'm not a long distance runner. This is my first day running again. This is going to look so awkward. And I did it anyways. I was so scared, and I did it anyways. And it made me realize, you know what? This is your first day running, and who knows how long since you had to do the pacer in high school. This is such a new thing for you. So of course you're not going to run a whole mile in a row. You're going to have to take breaks. You're trying this for the first time. Every new thing that you try, your body, your mind, it's trying to protect you. And when you do something that you've never done before or that you're not educated about, it's scary. And it makes you want to be fearful. It makes you want to step back and be like, no, I'm going to stick with what I'm good at. But you don't know until you try. It's so important to at least try once. Like for me, when I tried improv, I could have tried it and thought, oh my gosh, yeah, I just really don't vibe with this. But I tried it when I was scared, and I found out that I love it so much. And now it's one of my favorite things to talk about and to do. So something that you are really scared to do or that's outside of your comfort zone could be the thing that you love the most in life. You just don't know it yet. Now, my last question is, what self-growth do you want to focus on this year? Just one thing for the whole year. Self-growth and self-love takes a long time to get to where you want to be, to actually get to a place where you truly love yourself, which is why I think it's important to just identify one thing that you want to focus on for a whole year. For instance, with my ability to step out of my comfort zone, I have been working on that since last January of 2025, and it's now March of 2026, and I feel so much better about doing it, but I still have my days where I feel really nervous doing that. I'm still on that journey, and that's just one piece of me that I am working on. I know this practice to exist probably sounds like a lot, so again, divide it up however you want it to. Make it yours. Take what felt right for you and use it. I really hope that this was helpful for you. I am so excited to just continue living for myself and existing and enjoying life and trying new things. I know there are going to be days where I get consumed with something and I forget to exist, but I am excited to keep growing in this. I think this is what I'm choosing as my focus for the year. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I can't wait to talk to you again. If you liked this episode, please follow along on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think it's also on Audible and Amazon Music. Talk to you soon. Bye.